You're listening to Daily Horoscope for your zodiac sign with Stephanie Campos. I'm your host, Stephanie Campos, and I am a practicing astrologer, psychic medium, and witch. In each daily episode, I covered a detailed overview of the astrology of the day and what you can expect from full moons to Mercury retrogrades. I've got you covered. And of course, there is always a personalized horoscope for your zodiac sign. If you scroll down in the show notes, there are always timestamps included for your convenience. And a quick pro tip before we dive in, I do recommend listening to your horoscope based on your rising sign for more accuracy. And if you are loving this podcast, don't be shy, leave a rating. Hell, even a review. I'm a one human show and produce each and every episode every day just for you. And your support means so much. Now let's get into the astrology of the day. This is your daily horoscope for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. The action starts out around 7 a.m. when the moon in Scorpio forms a trine with Jupiter in Cancer. This energy is supportive. This might mean you wake up in a good mood. Maybe you receive a sweet text message. Maybe you just sleep in and feel really recharged. Now, on the same day, Mercury is going to exit its post-retrograde shadow period. This is happening around 8 p.m. and it is oh so glorious. That just means that our personal and collective Mercury retrograde stories are finally over. So Mercury went retrograde last month on November 9th. And now it's done retracing its steps. So if there have been any final lingering issues or frustrations, you should expect them to clear up. Now, on the same day, around 8:30 p.m., this is energy we're going to be feeling all day though. The sun in Sagittarius is forming a square with Saturn in Pisces. And this is taking place at 25 degrees. This is also going to bring us back to December 8th when Mars formed a square with Saturn. So similar feelings of frustration, of disappointment, of wanting to move forward, but there's some setback or delay in the way. This can be a time where you really kick up self-criticism. If you notice you're being extra hard on yourself, you might just want to kind of zoom out, slow down, and go, oh, wow, the sun really is square Saturn today. This is not the time to beat yourself up, but it's just easier to do so. Now, on the other hand, if you've been working really hard towards a goal, this could also be a moment where you're gaining recognition for your hard work. And maybe that's felt exhausting and that's just part of the process. This could also be energy that helps you set an important boundary or recommit to yourself in some way. And it's also possible you are feeling just a little bit more depressed, a little bit more exhausted. After all, we are living in a timeline where Congress has just unveiled a $901 billion quote unquote defense spending bill for 2026. Do you know what we could do with that money? For $21 billion, we could provide universal school meals to students nationwide. For $36.7 billion, we could increase the minimum pay for teachers across the country to $60,000. For $31.25 billion annually, we could fix, maintain, and improve drinking water infrastructure nationwide. For $225 billion annually, we could address child poverty. A one-time payment of $195 billion, we could forgive all medical debt for over 100 million people. And for just $2.4 billion annually, we could provide housing for individuals experiencing chronic houselessness. All of this information came from the account So Informed on Instagram. I highly recommend you give them a follow. And yeah, there's a lot to be depressed about, all of that to say. And we still need to show up and recommit and do the work and fight for one another. And that energy can also be very Sun square Saturn, where we're feeling discouraged, but there is also something deeper that requires our unwavering commitment and responsibility, not only to ourselves, but to Earth and to each other. Okay, around 11:30 p.m., the moon in Scorpio forms a trine with Saturn in Pisces. This is grounding energy. This is great for processing some of your feelings. It's great for turning to a mentor for guidance or advice. It can help you navigate difficult conversations with a little more ease and grace. Aries, you may have landed on some really expansive and exciting ideas that you're eager and ready to pursue, but it's possible that you're getting in your own way and being your own worst enemy when the sun clashes with Saturn. This is a powerful time to take an honest review of your own subconscious, limiting beliefs, and patterns that are running in the background. It's also possible that news or information today just feels a little bit heavier and tinged with responsibility or even burdens. Taurus, this isn't the cutest day to reach out for support from your network or friends or groups or communities that you're a part of when the sun clashes with Saturn. If you're trying to fundraise or get support for something, you may get a little pushback today. Now, on the other hand, you or someone else may be making a serious commitment or investment towards one of your goals or dreams for the future. Gemini, there are some important conversations that are long overdue in your partnerships when the sun clashes with Saturn. You may need to set boundaries with a romantic partner or even a business collaborator or even your boss at work. This is also an important time to discuss your commitments within relationships. So in terms of business, that could be about your finances or even a promotion down the line, maybe taking on more responsibility or a new role at work. And whether it's romantically or with roommates or family, also discussing your shared commitments and something like maybe divvying up the different tasks or chores around your home. Cancer, this is not the cutest day for communication. When the sun forms a square with Saturn, it may feel like there's just a hint of negativity in the air. Maybe people are starting petty arguments, or maybe it's something more serious like a clash of values or beliefs. This can bring up debating energy and add a little hint of tension to your conversations today. It's also possible that some of your personal or professional responsibilities get in the way of your fun plans. And if they don't get in the way, maybe you just feel torn and you can't stop thinking about work or something annoying like that. Leo, you may want to have fun and let loose today, but is your trauma getting in the way when the sun clashes with Saturn? It can feel harder to just sink into the present moment and feel carefree when you also feel like you're carrying the weight of the world. This also isn't the most compassionate day, so not the best day to lead with your vulnerability because feelings of rejection can come up. Now, if I was going to try to come up with a positive spin for this, you may be making an important commitment or investment in a new creative pursuit. Virgo, you've got some shit to say to your family members, and there is no time like the present when the sun clashes with Saturn. This is an important time to protect your own energy, especially around family members, loved ones, roommates, anyone who may be projecting their shit onto you. Setting boundaries is key today, and also making it very clear that you've severed ties with old versions of yourself, and maybe some people in your personal life need to catch up because you have evolved and grown. Libra, communication can feel a little bit more intense today when the sun clashes with Saturn. If you're meeting with family members or siblings or even BFFs, information or news that's shared today can leave you feeling a little dejected or disappointed. It's also possible that some personal or professional responsibilities are getting in the way of your regularly scheduled plans. This isn't the cutest day for breakthrough conversations and getting on the same page as someone. Choose your battles wisely. Scorpio, you may have money on your mind today once the sun forms a square with Saturn. This can be important for setting boundaries within your budget, You may also be reflecting deeper on who and what you invest your energy and resources into. If you're dating or in a romantic relationship, this can be an important day to set boundaries, or maybe you experience a clash of values. On the other hand, you may be making an investment in one of your creative hobbies or pursuits. Sagittarius, you or someone in your family or a close personal relationship may need to set boundaries today when the sun clashes with Saturn. You're realizing that tradition only means so much. And if someone else's values or needs intersect with your boundaries in an unhealthy way, this is an important day to get clear about that. You may also be in a more pensive mood and nostalgic mood as you're reflecting on your memories, the past, and the long road that got you here today. Capricorn, don't overdo it today when the sun clashes with Saturn. It's really easy to overcommit and show up for everyone who needs you, but it will leave you feeling depleted in the process. This is also a powerful day for shifting your own mindset and releasing limiting beliefs and giving your subconscious an honest and thoughtful review. Aquarius, you're becoming more aware of who and what you want to invest your personal resources and energy into when the sun clashes with Saturn. It's possible that you had social plans today. Maybe you're meeting with a new group of people or spending time with friends or colleagues. But it's also possible to experience a clash of personal values with these people, and that can leave you feeling off-put. But this is all very valuable information because your time and energy is precious. It can help you reinvest and redirect your energy into people who are worthy and appreciative of it. Pisces, this is a big day for setting boundaries when the sun clashes with Saturn in your sign. You are known for being incredibly generous and giving and putting others first, but not today. Today, your well-being is of the utmost importance, and it's possible that you might get in an argument or two setting these boundaries with an authority figure in your life, a family member, or an important person in your life. Now, on the bright side, it's also possible this is a busy day for your career, and maybe you are gaining more respect and authority for your role in your line of work. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you can't get enough of this podcast and want more horoscopes, I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where every Sunday you gain instant access to 7 episodes of your daily horoscope for the week ahead, a weekly psychic reading, a monthly tarot spread, and a monthly meetup, which ranges from group tarot readings to group mediumship readings and circles to ask me anything about your personal birth chart. These group monthly meetups have been a real highlight over the past few months, and I am enjoying them so much. There is a link in the show notes to join. It is only $10 a month, and I hope to see you there. As always, I'm sending you love, protection, and blessings in every single dimension. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.